Hey guys, it's Emily, and welcome back to Leave a Message. This is episode 5. Yesterday was not a good day for me, so I am not going to force myself to film, but I will voice over and respond to these messages. So that makes this more of a podcast vibe, but if you do watch the video, please enjoy some clips that I took on my little day trip down to San Clemente and Dana Point area. Don't forget, we are doing a themed episode where you call in and you give yourself advice that you wish you had heard 10 years ago. Leave a message for yourself 10 years ago. Tell yourself something that you wish you knew. I'm going to wait until I have a solid handful of those, and then all of those will go together in their own video. So give me a call and maybe just take a seat with the version of you that existed 10 years ago and tell them what they need to hear. Okay? Okay. Without further ado, episode 5.
Hey, I kind of just saw your video pop up on my recommendations, and I thought it was really cool. I didn't really know what to say, so I guess I can just let you know a little secret of mine, and it'll be between the two of us, I guess. But I accidentally ripped a bunch of paint off of the wall of my dorm, and I just recently did this and didn't want anyone to find out because I would lose money on it. And so I went to the Dollar Tree and the Home Depot nearby and I fixed it, and it's low-key not well done, but I wanted to tell someone about it because I feel really embarrassed. I guess word of advice, be careful with what you use to hang up your decorations. I don't know. I hope that was a good enough voice message. I hope you have a good day.
I don't know what brand of whatever you used, but I think that command strips owe me money, because why do they only work on some kinds of paints? I wish that information was clearer, a little bit more obvious, because I too have done this. I hung up one of the command strips that's for holding a broom, and then I was taking it off because I was moving, and then it tore off so much paint with it. It was not even funny, and I got billed for it. So I hope your DIY doesn't get found out. I hope you get away with it, and I will not tell anyone. Good luck.
Hi. I just randomly stumbled across your channel, and I love the idea of sharing stories, and if possible, I would love to share about my dad. He passed away in November, and he was literally the best dad in the entire world. My dad's name was Marty. He was tall and skinny. I don't think he ever weighed more than 150 pounds his whole life. He loved music and surrealist art and Cajun food and comic books and his family. He loved life in general. His favorite band was the Rolling Stones. He dropped out of school in 9th grade and spent a long time drinking, being in and out of jail. He worked on a chicken farm and digging up daffodil bulbs, and then eventually he got sober, and he got a good job, and he met my mom and had me and my sister, and he was the best dad in the world. He would play games with us. He would, play Barbies and stay up late watching movies with us. He would show up to every school event, every, ballet recital and soccer game, and he always encouraged us to be the people that we are, me and my sister and my mom. He loved life. He was made for this world. And I want everybody to know about him, because 63 is not enough years for him to be around. So maybe in some way, people knowing about him can kind of make him live on. So, yeah. Thank you for giving us this platform, and I love you, Dad.
When I first got this voicemail, I listened to it and I thought it was beautiful. I feel so lucky to be receiving this, and I was just listening to it and kind of enjoying this story that you were telling. I was fine. I was fine. And then it got to the very end and you said, "I love you, Dad." And I just started bawling, you guys. I just like broke down. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm listening to it again right now. And that's what happened again. Thank you so much for sharing with us your dad and your memories. I have no doubt that he is with you every single day in whatever way you believe. I have no doubt he's with us right now as we listen to this. I'm sure he is endlessly proud of you and your sister and your mom and your family. Something about how I picture him based on your description, the fact that he is a girl dad just like makes me want to cry again. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for telling us about him.
Hey, yeah, I don't know. I saw your YouTube channel. I just got done watching episode 2. Stumbled across it. Thanks for putting that stuff up. Yeah, I don't know. Here's my little tidbit of life. Currently watching my rabbit completely asleep. Just chilling, hardcore. And yesterday, I decided to just make an appointment with Planned Parenthood. And you got on testosterone. You know, I just didn't know that was something I could do. Low key, I think I did, but I wasn't allowing myself to be there. And I'm really proud of myself for being in a position to say, hey, it. That's what's going on. But yeah, who knows? Anyways, if you're considering pet options, this is just to the public, rabbits, overpopulated, crowding up shelters, please consider adopting a rabbit into your home. Alright, y'all have a great day. Hope you have a great day.
Hello. Anyone who manages to get through our healthcare system and get something out of it that they wanted, I just look at those people like heroes. Like, you did that, and I'm so proud of you. I'm going to sit here and hopefully be inspired by you and your resilience. And I was just talking to someone about what you said, that you didn't know that that was something that you could do. The thing that I'm really afraid of generally is traveling internationally, and that is just something that I'm like so nervous about, and I don't know how to do it, and it's been like a really, really long time since I've been out of the country. My Sophia, that's my bestie, my Sophia went to Europe earlier this year, and she's going again. I don't know anything about how she managed to get there and do it, and I don't know anything about the logistics of her trips, but just knowing that someone so close to me is able to do this thing that I think is really scary makes it easier for me to think about like trying to do it, you know. And like, maybe you have someone in your life, or maybe even someone you just follow on social media who is on a similar journey, and like seeing someone be able to do it who is not unlike you is really cool. And it's like really helpful and like very empowering to know that like, oh, this big scary thing actually isn't so big and scary. So I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I hope you enjoy this journey, and maybe I'll talk to you again.
Hi, so if you were doing an art project, which would you pick? A, making a soap, look into, like, okay, it's a soap that's supposed to be turned into a cube or a donut. B, a historical event that's drawn. Or C, an animal head made out of paper. I don't know which one to pick, and I have to do it for my art project, and I don't know what to do. And I'm so confused. So if you can help me out with that, that'd be very nice. And then 2, I wanted to let you know I'm making like these cute little clay dogs with my puppy. They look so cute. And I can't decide how many I should make, because I want to like, okay, I wanted to bring one to work, like stick it in my little pocket, carry it around like a little charm. And then I wanted one for home, but I also want to make one to like, I don't know. I don't know how many I should make, because they all look nice, you know. I don't know. Okay, bye.
Okay, it sounds like my options are carving soap into a cube or a donut. Also, it sounds like I have to make the soap. Or draw a historical event. Or sculpt an animal head out of paper. Listen, all of those sound really hard. I would absolutely not choose the one where you have to draw. When I first listened to this, I was thinking that I would do the animal head out of paper, but now that I listen to it again, I think maybe I would, make soap. Is that part of it? I would make the soap, I guess, and then I would carve that into a donut. And I would probably make sure that you could, see the texture of the sprinkles and the frosting. So that's my answer. Interested to know what you actually ended up doing, because you sent me this message a while ago. Sorry about that. As far as how many little clay dogs that you should make, maybe you just live your life and then you notice where you are. And if you're thinking about how you wish you had one of those little clay dogs, in the car or in your backpack, if you do school of any kind, I would start with 2, see if you're longing for more after that. I hope that helped. Thanks for calling.
Hi, Emily. It's Maddie again. So today is my birthday. I just turned 24. And I usually feel so many big emotions around my birthday, I think. I think that I don't know, the passage of time is sometimes just crazy overwhelming, period. But I don't know, today has been pretty good. My coworkers made me a cake yesterday, a gluten-free cake, and I got to do work where I got to climb around near tanks and on top of pipes and skitter around and, be a fun little guy. And a bunch of my coworkers and a bunch of the brewers said happy birthday, and I don't know. I know it's super simple, but maybe this was the best birthday that I've had in a couple of years. So even though I'm alone, I'm really not. I keep thinking about your quote that my love is just spread out right now. And I think that that's my love is just spread out right now. But I think that that's okay. But anyway, I hope you have a great March 19th, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Love you.
Hey, Maddie. Happy birthday. 24 was my favorite year of my life. That is 100% true. I think about that year every single day. I hope your 24th year is amazing. I hope you get everything that you want. And some context for everyone listening, Maddie works in a place where the demographic of their coworkers is old straight men. Maddie described them to me as just a bunch of dads. And so knowing what we know about Maddie, I think it's even funnier that they helped you celebrate your birthday. It sounds like you had fun. I'm glad that you had fun. And yeah, that is a quote from me, I guess. I posted about how there are so many people that I love and they are all so far away from me because I have just met so many people across the US, and I wish that I could see them more often and more easily, and Maddie is one of them. But anyway, we will come together again one day, Maddie. I know, I'm sure of it. Thank you again and happy birthday.
Hey, I sent you a voicemail before, but I wanted to send you another one, and I wanted to say I hope that your YouTube channel gets big. I hope that you get success, get good money. I'm excited for you, and I hope that God is with you, or if you don't believe in religion, someone is with you, your family members that have passed away are with you. I'm excited for your success. I'm also the person who has the accent that said happiness in a Midwestern accent. I don't hear it, but a lot of people say I have an accent. But either way, I hope nothing but success and happiness for you. God bless you. Bye.
Don't worry, girl. I recognized you. I am obsessed with your accent. Thank you for calling in again. In neither of these voicemails, you have told us your name, so I guess I'll just call you my Midwest accent. Girly pop being gender neutral in this case. Thank you so much for all of the compliments. I really hope that success and money and stability is in my future and that those things are sponsored by YouTube. That would be awesome. Your voicemail helps me get there. So thank you so much. I wish you nothing but happiness as well.
Hi, Emily. My name is Summer. You don't know me. I don't know you. You stumbled upon my YouTube recommendations, and I'm going to watch one of your videos and check you out. And I just wanted to let you know that your videos are reaching to Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where I'm from. And it is currently 10:49 at March 12th. So that's when your video reached me. And I don't know where you're from, but if you're from far away, that's pretty huge. So yeah, if you're not from far away, then that's just gonna be awkward. But I hope you have an amazing day, and look forward to checking out your channel. Have a good day. Bye.
Hey, Summer. Las Vegas isn't too far away from Los Angeles or Phoenix, but I still think that it's pretty cool that my video was interesting enough for you to click on it and interesting enough to inspire you to go the extra mile and call. Thank you for calling attention to who and where and when you are. And I love a timestamp. I think that's really cool. I wonder what I was doing at 10:49 on March 12th while you were watching my video. I think that's a really cool thing to think about. Anyway, thanks for calling.
Hi, Emily. I hope you can understand my accent. I just saw your channel and the voicemail idea, and I thought it was really cool, so I subscribed. I don't really have anything like serious to talk about, so I was just gonna kind of talk. Right now we're waiting for an approval to rent a house, and really hoping that we get it because it has everything that we like, except the only bad thing is all of the walls in the house are painted yellow, but that's not really a big deal to us. Has a fireplace in a backyard, so we really, really hope we get it because right now we're in a tiny apartment. Because we're in the middle of moving right now, everything's kind of all over the place and messy. And this morning I tried to help and clean it up a little bit, and the first thing I did was try to move the bookcase, and when I pulled it, it just broke and things went everywhere. So now everything is just as messy as it was when I woke up, except we also have a broken bookcase, so that's good. I'm really excited for Easter as well, and I was wondering, do you celebrate Easter, or do you have anything that you're looking forward to? That person in the previous episode who said they were scared of bugs. I'm really scared of bugs too, and I wrote to a local nature center recently, and they emailed me back saying if I visit, they'll teach me about bugs and stuff. And I thought it might help you feel less scared, because I think it might help me feel less scared if I know a bit more about them. So maybe you could see if there's something like that near you. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll probably call back once I moved and give an update if that's okay. I don't know if we're allowed to call back another time or not. But yeah, I love everyone, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Bye.
Bestie, be honest, what is your accent? It's definitely giving Australia or maybe some crazy dialect in the UK. Congrats on moving. I hope the reason for moving is fun and joyous and a good thing, and I wish you so much luck as you acclimate to your new place. And I think that it's funny that you went to try to help and then made a mess. I feel like that's a sign. I feel like that's a sign to just maybe take the day off. Easter is not a holiday that I celebrate, but I am looking forward to spending some time in Arizona starting in April. That is going to be super fun. I will be hanging out with my family, but more so just enjoying Arizona as an individual person. I feel like every time I go there, I revert back into being a daughter and a cousin and a niece, and I love those identities, but I also would love to experience just me and who I am as a person, as myself, in the place that I grew up. So that is exciting for me. I've definitely said this in a pretty recent video. Did I say it earlier already? I don't know. Fear is just not knowing a lot of the time, and once you learn more about the thing that you're scared of or that makes you anxious, like suddenly it's actually not so big of a deal. If you can look at a bug and say like, oh, that bug is this, and it's not gonna harm me, suddenly the bug isn't so scary. So this is great advice. Thank you so much for your wisdom, and absolutely please call back and let us know how the move went and also what the heck your accent is. Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm in my head. I wasn't a second ago, and now I am. I am William Carlos from San Pedro, California. I'm a YouTuber, artist, writer. I do everything. I am fascinated by everything. I saw your channel when I was looking at people who lived in California, Southern California. I looked at like Los Angeles or something, and yours popped up. Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I decided to just read a poem. I figured that's something that would be of value or of interest to anybody who might listen. It's called Dead Inside. I wrote this like 3 years ago? 2 years ago maybe? Dead inside. Your curt smile and vacant eyes, my broken mind and empty soul. You see me and I see you, but we both know we're dead inside. You learn to smile convincingly, and I learned to nod along, so those outside would never know that we're both dead inside. In secret, we are puppets up on strings, two skeletons walking magically, but our eyeless corpses can clearly see we're both dead inside. Both of us drawn to brilliant screens, two broken hearts stolen by infinity. Our solace is this one thing. We are not alone in our misery, for behind all of our closed doors, we all know we're dead inside. Sad, I know. But no, like, the inspiration was my parents' relationship, but also like my own relationships, and like seeing how infatuated we've become with our phones and how worse it just gets with time. Ironically, because I'm trying to be a YouTuber, but I do it because I feel it's one of the few things that's going to persist into the future. We'll see. Thank you for doing this as a cathartic thing, I believe. I hope it helps people. And yeah.
Hey, William. Thank you for sharing your poem. I agree. Nobody wants to be friends anymore. Like, we are so caught up in our phones and in social media and in things that are not real. Kind of. You know what I mean? Sometimes it feels like when you're with someone, you kind of zone out on your phone and then you come back into reality and you like come back to being in the moment and present, and it's like you need to like recalibrate almost to go from so intently being on your phone to then being back in real life. Sometimes it's just like, wait, I need a second to like come back to earth, and it's not good. I don't know. I think everybody who's on their phone in that way is coping with something, trying to escape something. I think social media is like generally a form of escapism, and that is not a read to anyone. I do it as well. I totally get it. I think that real life has gotten really scary for a lot of us too, but I am way off the point. Thank you so much for calling, William. I know that I need to email you back. Maybe if you're listening to this, you could email me again so it goes to the top of my inbox. Thanks for your patience. So thanks for calling. Thanks for sharing. I see you commenting on all my videos and I really appreciate it. So I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. That's it, you guys. That's episode 5. Thank you to everyone who called in, and don't forget we are doing a little theme, and make sure you call me and tell me what you would tell yourself 10 years ago. That's 626-869-8629. If you made it this far, consider subscribing. Consider helping me out with a comment. Something. It doesn't matter. Consider it. Thank you so much for being here with us, and I'll see you next time.